And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing! The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people! So rise up, children of the Empire! Rise up, Stormcloaks! Embrace the word of mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine! Trust in me, WhiteRun. Trust in Heinzman, for I am the chosen.
You're that mage from the college, right? Hear things have finally calmed down over there.
What is it?
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. Godlike Whitemane is in a better place now. For is there any place better than Sovngarde?
It's a fine day with you around.
You're not as dumb as you look. I was done talking anyway. WhiteRun once again belongs to its rightful heirs. It's a glorious day for Skyrim. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. Of course, you already saved WhiteRun from that dragon. I owe you a great deal. But I don't understand. Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when we've been working so hard to keep them out? Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things. But I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? Then WhiteRun will stand with you, Dragonborn. We will take the risk and gain the glory, whether it be in victory or defeat. So what's the plan then? How do you intend to lure a dragon into the trap? Oh. Well, I'll leave that to you. I trust you know your business, probably for the best. It will give me time to see if that old trap still works, and break the news to the men. According to legend, although I never thought to put the tale to the test, Jarl Olaf One-Eye it was, who later became High King. They say he shouted it into submission in single combat atop Mount Anthor, and brought it back to WhiteRun. Numinex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall. We'll be ready, don't worry. You do have a plan for actually luring a dragon into this trap, don't you? I was done talking anyway.
Vignar and I have our hands full. It's no small task running an entire hold. The Jarl has put out a bounty to slay a giant. Here, take a look at this degree for details. Farewell, sir.
Looking to do some hunting, eh? Avoid Brittleshin Pass. It's southeast of here.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll?
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned shopkeepers.
He who is both man and
What is it?
divine.
I used to dream of it. In the dream I was standing someplace high up, a tower or a mountain. It was always just before dawn. The whole world was in darkness. Then came the flash of light, just on the horizon, within the clouds that mark the border between worlds. It could have been lightning, but there was no thunder. In the dream, the sense of foreboding grew. But I could never wake up. Then it came again, this time more distinct, closer. Definitely not lightning. Now it was orange, brilliant orange. The color of hearth and dawn. And a sound, too, distinct and indistinct. Not thunder, something else. Something I should recognize, but in the dream I cannot place it. I want to leave my high place to seek shelter from what I don't yet know. In the manner of dreams, I cannot escape. I'm forced to wait and watch. Then, finally, realization and horror arrive together. The orange is flame, heat, the sound, the roar, a challenge in their ancient tongue. But now it's too late for escape. The dragon is upon me, fire and darkness descending like a thunderbolt. And not just any dragon, but the dragon, Aldrin, the World Eater, the dragon who devours both the living and the dead. And then I would wake up and hope that it was just a dream, but know that it was not.
There's one more thing. We know about Paarthurnax. That's fine. We needed his help. Now we don't. And it's long past time for him to pay for his crimes. And he's not just any dragon. He was the right hand of Alduin. He committed atrocities so infamous they are still remembered thousands of years later. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continued to help you.
You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear. Did you need something?
Interesting problem. Yes. I've been poring over the records here in Skyhaven Temple.
An unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, but it is written here in this scroll. Odahviing, winged snow hunter, as I read it. Did you need something?
Haven't you been listening to me? All the old tales agree that he has some means to travel to Sovngarde itself. There, he devours the souls of the heroic dead to feed his power. You must find his portal to Sovngarde before he returns stronger than ever.
Justice can be harsh, but it is still justice. Paarthurnax deserves to die. Paarthurnax was the author of many atrocities during the Dragon War, crimes great enough to be remembered for thousands of years. True, he turned traitor to Alduin and helped overthrow the dragon cult, but that does not excuse or expiate his previous deeds. Whether or not he has truly repented or merely acted to save himself, justice demands that he pay with his life. Shout for Odahviing from the Dragon's Reach courtyard. After that, it's up to you. That's all.
You look tired, friend. The Banned Mare has beds for rent.
Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
You're not as dumb as you look. As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready.
Odahviing!
You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah?
Hear that?
Steady, steady now. Keep under cover until it's down. Die, dragon!
Odahviing, here I am.
Get back! Got it!
Need!
I think it's holding.
Havuta med Kodav, caught like a bear in a trap. Zokfrini grin kogra drunviki, Odahviing. Ah, I forget. You do not have the Dova speech. My eagerness to meet you in battle was my undoing, Odahviing. I salute your low cunning in devising such a Gramindol stratagem. Zuubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. In Sir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free? Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention. Only this. You have the Thuum of a Dova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there,
but not while imprisoned like this. Onikan Korav Gain Mirad. It is wise to recognize when you only have one choice. And you can trust me. Zuni Tarudis. Alduin has proven himself unworthy to rule. I go my own way now. Free me, and I will carry you to Skaldafin.
Incredible. Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Very bad idea. Only for you.
Surely you wouldn't miss a few scales, or a small amount of blood.
May, what are you doing back there?
It was you convinced the Jarl to trap that dragon in the keep. And by Izmir, it actually worked.
What is it? Dragons?
Ascended from the dung of mortality, and now walk among the stars!
I should bash your face in after all you've done.
do some hunting? Avoid Brittleshin Pass. It's southeast of here. There's a dragon here in Dragon's Reach.
And
And
I thought it was just a name.
just a name.
Capturing that dragon was a mighty deed. In my... Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Farewell, sir.
What is it? Dragons?
For I love you! I love! Even as man.
It's a miracle these stormcloaks haven't robbed us blind yet. I'm sure it's only a matter of time.
Papa, you're back. Let's play a game. Take care.
You lost?
Watch the skies, traveler.
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.